All right, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. This is Great Millstone, Virginia. As always, to give you the latest news, article, listens to the spirit and the power of Yahbashim Yahshai. And of course, as always, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor due to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Of course, we want to say double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who war for these the truth. And of course, peace and blessings and salutation to Yahakimat that is putting the truth throughout the four corners of earth. Sincerely, to the best of their abilities, scattered the four corners of earth. With them, let's say Shalom.
Shalom.
And of course, we're gonna do this. This article that we found. So this is the first time we actually did it with multiple brothers, because usually be two. But hey, you know what? Hey, it would hurt to try something new. And who knows, man? We might be in the spirit, man. But of course, like I said, the title, as it says, United States has officially raised Air Force enlist age limit. Why is this, man? Because as you can see, as a matter of fact, I'm not really going to get into it as much, because I'm like brothers that actually have been in the military knows about it so more than I do. So you want to say something, the experience, you want to give your comments on that?
As far as the age limit?
Yeah, or just experience in the military.
Well, the experience in the military has it
if I could add, because basically in high school, right, they'll send all different types of military branches, and basically what a branch is different parts of the whole military. So they all one team, one fight, but they have the National Coast Guard, they have the National Guard, they got the Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, so on and so forth, right? So they'll send, because they want to get the young guys early. They want to get them while they're in their youth. So they literally have you join like a ROTC, which is like basically a program to gear you up to maintain military brand, get the kind of experience on a civilian side. And then once you sign that contract, boom, you shipping out. You could ship out, I think it's like early as 16 or 17 or whatever. 17. But you have to have like your parents' consent.
Yep.
And they sign it off, basically signing you off to the government. Boom, you get shipped out for boot camp, so on and so forth. But I think to legally join it, I think it's still 18, if I'm not mistaken. But I haven't read this article yet, so I'm not sure if they're changing it to be under 17 without your parents' consent. Because I know, like, when you turn 16, you're able to basically say where you want to live at and so on and so forth. So who knows how that may go? But ultimately, they're changing it up because they know a war is coming, man. So they're gearing up their men for war. So they're gonna get the young men. And according to the law, you a man at the age of 12. And that's how it was back then in the One Wars. They say you stand on age, I think it was like 12 or 18. So they would have a paper and they would write the number of a false age, and they say, well, I'm standing on this age, and they let them sign off, and they go and fight in the wars, man. So he is hurting bad on his bodies, man.
Yeah.
To go into what the brother is saying, we now know that the military is decreasing in its numbers.
Beautiful.
Why? Hey, that's the spirit of the Heavenly Father. You know what I'm saying? People no longer want to go to war. We military call it Mothers of America. You got your officer programs and so forth. You got different people that's now coming in, and these political leaders are now getting their hands into the military that have no business directing any type of national defense or anything of that nature. So they're making it more and more effeminate. You know what I'm saying? So the men, a lot of the so-called men of this society, they're leaving the military, and it's left with a bunch of stragglers, pretty much. All right. One thing that I witnessed being in the military was going into what the brother was speaking on as far as the age limit. With age comes wisdom, right? In certain things. All right. So in the military, what they were doing is to get more people to enlist. They would send the recruiters and so forth to your schools and this and that, to different business locations. But a lot of people that went to the military, they began to commit suicide, began to get on high amounts of drugs and so forth, because they was being fed one thing, but in reality they was receiving another. They was saying that, oh, you can join the military and you can be a cook and this and that. All right, so they go to the military, sign the paperwork to be a cook. But what they didn't understand was that if they didn't have what's called a closed contract in the military, you would be sent to where the need is more, and the need is always going to be infantry.
Yep.
So you got guys that join
Open general,
yeah,
and they end up in a whole nother career field.
exactly. They joined to be a construction worker, a CB in the Navy or something. Now they sent them in the infantry, among the infantry ranks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could be signed up to be a truck driver or a cook, and now being you didn't sign a closed contract, they fucked you over. Now they sent you in the grunts, and you done blew your brains out once you start to realize what's really happening.
Yeah, because it ain't all what they hyped it up to be.
Right.
Same thing how when people they come to America, man.
So with what they having right now, as I see in this article, increasing the limit to 42, that has told you that your military and your defense system in Esau society is completely destroyed, because no way possible a 42-year-old man is physically conditioned. No matter what or how hard he trains, you're not gonna be physically conditioned to go into combat.
Yeah, because the age limit. Oh, Salakia, just to add on, just real quick, because the age limit to join the military is 31. After you hit 31, they're not letting you in. You know, because you literally do your 20 years and you got your pension, whatever the case may be. So you can retire at the age of 30. So that's why they try to get you at 17, 18 years old.
Exactly.
You know, so after those 20 years, you about 27, 28, so on and so forth, man. But they're not letting, no men in at 31. They say you too old, you can't, meet the physical requirements. So the fact that they're raising it up, it shows you that, hey, man, they're hurting for bodies.
This system is over. They're defenseless and they know it.
Come on,
But you got it, Ox. Lucky.
Let me bring this out right quick. This is the mindset of Gen Z. So
It's not gonna happen, don't worry.
Shouldn't worry, I don't know. I did the legal research and I don't think you're gonna like what I found out. Current law, some even
Is everybody saying Gen Z is gonna get drafted? Like, no, we're not. And you know why I know that? Because we're just gonna say no. Like, how are they gonna actually force us to get up and go to work? We have things to do nowadays.